All right, we are live. Are we live yet? It's been a while since, yes, we are live. So in today's video, I'm gonna share with you 5 easy steps where you could hypnotize anyone and everyone. So for those of you who love hypnosis, you're gonna love this video. By the way, if you want a more in-depth training, I have a free hypnosis training down in the description that you can get access to, okay? So let's talk about how to hypnotize anyone. So the first thing that we always need when it comes to hypnosis is we want to have focus, okay? By the way, somebody remind me that after I give you the 5 things, I want to share with you a very, very powerful story of a one-on-one session that I did today with a client. You guys are absolutely gonna love it. So remind me of that, okay? So step number 1 is focus. Look, if you can't get somebody's attention, if you can't get their focus, it's gonna be nearly impossible to hypnotize them. So as you're watching this video, what I want you to do, make sure you're not driving or operating any heavy equipment, but I want you to pick a spot on the wall across from you or wherever you're at, okay? Make sure, again, you're not driving. And I want you to just simply focus on one specific point. So just keep your eyes focused on that spot. That's right. And as you focus on that spot, you feel yourself now go into trance. That's right. And as you feel yourself now go into trance, you become present and in the moment. Perfect. Now come back to the video, type hypnosis in the chat or in the comments if you felt yourself starting to go into trance, if you started to sort of daydream, okay? Type hypnosis in the comments. Now the second thing you want to be able to do with people is if you can get them to look up, okay? So we look up and we focus on one single point. So it'd be like this. So you pick a spot on the ceiling or on the wall or wherever you're at. Now, what this does is 2 things. Number 1, when we focus on one singular point, it starts to slow our brainwave cycles down, okay? So when we're looking all around like this and what's happening is every time we start to move our eyes, our brain is having to process new information, right? All the shapes, sizes, colors, textures of our environment. But when we just stop and we focus, all of a sudden our brainwave cycles can start to slow down to go from beta into alpha. Now, by looking up, what's happening is when we look up, it signals to our brain it is time to relax and go to sleep. That's right. So if you think about it, when people look up, if somebody's sleeping and you open their eyelids, their eyes are actually rolled up into the back of their head, right? And again, that's because they're tapping into REM sleep. So you get somebody to look up, focus on one point. Then the third thing you're going to do is you're going to have them look left to right, okay? Left to right, and you're going to have them go back and forth, back and forth. Now, if you've ever seen, there's like a, what do they call that? I don't know what the word is, but it's not coming to me. A stereotype, there we go, a stereotype of hypnotist, right? It's the hypnotist that brings out the watch and he puts it like this and he makes somebody go back and forth like this. Well, what's happening is when you look back and forth, you're using muscles that you're not used to using. And naturally, if you're using a muscle that you don't normally use, that muscle is going to begin to weaken and get tired. So as you're having them look back and forth like this and they're focused on one particular point, what's going to eventually happen is their eyelids are going to start to feel heavy. And then what you do is, as their eyelids are getting heavy, you tell them, hey, you're going to notice your eyelids feeling heavy, so heavy, that your blinks are going to be longer and you're going to begin to slow down. And they're going to go like this. They're going to start going like this. And then you say, that's right. All right. Now, after that, once you see that their eyelids are starting to get heavy, because again, they're going to get tired, you have them take a deep breath in and close their eyes. Okay. Which brings me to step number 4. Once somebody's eyes are closed, you're going to do what's called a progressive relaxation. Okay. So, and I'll do this with you and you'll be able to experience this and feel this now. So a progressive relaxation is starting at the top of the person's head and then relaxing their entire body, going all the way down to their toes. All right, so you guys ready to do it? Type yes in the comments, yes in the chat, if you want me to do a progressive relaxation with you, okay? Now, a couple of key important things when you're doing a progressive relaxation is you want to speak lowly, meaning a low barreling tone, and slowly, okay? The reason why we speak lowly like this here is because low barreling tones speak directly to the subconscious mind. And the reason why we want to speak slowly is because when we begin to slow down our language, that causes people to relax and go into trance. So speaking lowly and slowly. So go ahead and, if you haven't already, make sure, again, you're not driving or operating any heavy equipment, and go ahead and close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to bring your awareness to the top of your head and just relax all the tiny muscles in your scalp. And as you relax all the tiny muscles in your scalp, you begin to notice a sensation of relaxation that begins to flow down from your scalp all the way down into your temples. And you begin to feel that sensation like a waterfall flowing down the front of your face, relaxing all the tiny little muscles in your forehead. And as you feel that waterfall of relaxation pouring down your eyelids, your cheeks, your jaws, relax. That's right. And allow this waterfall of relaxation to flow down your neck, down your shoulders, into your arms, your forearms, fingers, and hands. Relax. That's right. Feel that sensation of relaxation flow down your chest, down into your stomach. Relax your abdomen and all of your internal organs. Just go loose, limp, and relax. That's right. Bringing your awareness to the top of your back and allowing that waterfall of relaxation to flow from the top of your back all the way down to your mid-back, down into your lower back, into your glutes, your hips, your quads, your hamstrings. Totally relax. That's right. Feel that sensation of relaxation go down your calves, your shins, down into your ankles, your feet, your toes. Relax. That's right. All right. So come back to the room. I'm putting myself in a trance. You guys feel that sensation of relaxation? It's a good feeling, isn't it? Okay. Now, you can go one of two places here. Now, look, whenever you're hypnotizing people, there's going to be people at varying different levels. Some people need 15, 20 minutes of the initial relaxation. Some people, like myself, 3 to 5 minutes of what we just did, I'm already in hypnosis, I'm already in trance. So some people are, and for me, when I first started doing hypnosis, it took me longer to get to this place because I wasn't used to it, right? I had the stresses of the day, I didn't know how to relax myself. But as I begin to practice more and more and more, it's very easy for me to go into that state, okay? So there's actually 2 more steps I'll share with you. I know I said 5, but I'll just give you another one, okay? Next is you want to go down a flight of stairs, okay? Now, our subconscious mind processes everything in pictures and symbols, okay? So if you're going downstairs, not upstairs, going downstairs, what do you think that symbolizes to the subconscious mind? Well, it symbolizes for you to go down even deeper into hypnosis. Now, the second thing it symbolizes is tapping into our subconscious mind, because our subconscious mind is beneath the surface, right? It's below, like a submarine. You're going sub underneath, marine, the water. So your subconscious mind is going down. Now, if I were to do a higher self or a super conscious mind hypnosis, I would actually go upstairs, because our higher self is above, it's not below, right? So we take people down a flight of, and I like to use 10 stairs, you could use 5, but 10 is good. And what you're doing is on each step that person goes down, each step down, you're going down with them. So in other words, it would be like 10, and then you see them breathe in, and then when they breathe out, you say down to 9, right? Then you see them breathe in, and then when they're about to breathe out, down to 8. And what happens is it puts you in sync with this person. And also, because their chest is going down on the out breath, it takes them deeper in hypnosis, okay? Now, step number 6 is the hypnotic suggestions, okay? Now, there's 3 types of hypnotic suggestions. We have end result imagery, which is my favorite. So in other words, you're having this person visualize the end result of what it is that they want to create in their lives. So if it's a weight loss client, you have them visualize being in great shape and, looking fantastic, and then also adding in the other senses, right? Like how they're going to feel, not only what they see, how they're going to feel, what they're going to hear, right? Maybe they hear compliments from others, they hear their internal dialogue, whatever that may be. So we have end result imagery, so using all their senses, right? You could use taste and smell as well if you'd like. So again, you're putting that person as if what they want have already been created. Now, this is my favorite of the 3. And the reason why is typically when I or one of my hypnotherapists work with clients, we do what's called a quantum leap hypnosis. So a quantum leap hypnosis is essentially putting that person in hypnosis and giving them a recording to where they're going to have their entire lifestyle designed exactly how they want it, okay? So you start to put this in the subconscious and the person starts naturally creating it into the reality. Now, the second type of hypnotic suggestions are metaphors, okay? So metaphors can be anything. You can use a metaphor and an example. And what happens is, again, going down the steps is a metaphor for them going down into their subconscious mind. I don't necessarily have to tell them we're going down into the subconscious mind. It's a metaphor for what's happening. So there's many, many metaphors that you can use when somebody's under hypnosis to get their subconscious mind to process that, and again, to allow the suggestion or the story, the metaphor to sink in, okay? Then the third, which is my least favorite, would be a direct suggestion. The reason why is it's okay when you're under hypnosis, but direct suggestions are basically telling somebody the direct, okay, you are this, or this is going to happen, et cetera, et cetera. And it's good to mix it in. Like in other words, having the end result imagery mixed in with direct suggestions is really powerful, because then you're putting them in that state of like the wish fulfilled, and then you're giving them instructions or suggestions on what they're going to do, right? So with a direct suggestion, you want it to be behavior oriented. So in other words, hey, you're going to wake up 6 o'clock in the morning every single day and go to the gym. You're going to do this. So you're giving them that direct suggestion of exactly what to do, okay? Then after you do this, now when I do this with my clients, I will typically record this session and I have them listen to it, and they listen to it, and it's usually about 20 minutes, okay? I don't like to create long 45-minute or hour hypnosis recordings, and the reason why is because I want my clients to listen to the recording, because the repetition is what really helps it ingrain. And if I create an hour recording, what are the chances that somebody's going to sit for an hour a day, every single day, and listen to a hypnosis recording? Probably unlikely. So you keep it around that 20-minute sweet spot. Everybody has 20 minutes that they could squeeze in through the day. And you'll notice, and I do this because I have a separate YouTube channel where I record all of my clients' sessions privately. You can't see any of them on there because it's all private. But I look at how many times people listen to the recordings that are short, that are about 20 minutes, and it's astronomically higher than when I used to create longer recordings. So again, you can do all of this process in about 20 minutes. And then lastly, you want to bring them out of that state, okay? By the way, guys, for those of you who want to do a deeper dive into hypnosis, I have a free hypnosis training down in the description. Go ahead and get access to that. And then I said I was going to share with you the story that happened to me today with the client. So I had a client who's a trader, and she came to me because she wanted to work on her mindset around trading. And this pretty much always happens every single time, where somebody comes to me and they want to work on their business, they want to work on leveling up. And then as we're going through the sessions, what we discover is that there's something else that's going on in their personal life, whether it be their relationships, whether it be their health. And in this particular case, this client, today was our 5th session, and I said, hey, I have a feeling that there's something else that that's going on in your life that we need to address. And she said, well, I've had this skin issue for about 4 years now, and I haven't been able to get rid of it. So I took her through what's called the breakthrough process. So a breakthrough process isn't necessarily what we did here, okay? It's where we put somebody in trance, but we're having a conscious and unconscious, or conscious and subconscious communication and dialogue. So in other words, we're having them consciously communicate with the subconscious mind to figure out why she's giving herself this skin issue, right? And look, if you have any health issues, it's always something going on in your subconscious, because the subconscious mind controls the body, right? And when you have health issues, it's typically, aside from diet related, it's going to be emotional stuff that you're going through. So anyways, I'm taking her through the breakthrough process, and we're asking these questions. And what we discovered is that she had this, what we call a limiting decision. So in other words, she was giving herself this skin issue. Actually, as a matter of fact, I have it written down right here. I'm giving myself skin issues so I don't have to stand out, so that I don't have to worry about people not loving me. So in other words, she felt like nobody loved her, that she couldn't be loved. So she's like, okay, rather than me trying to stand out and then getting rejected or feeling like I'm not loved, if I give myself this skin issue, I'll hide myself. Therefore, I don't have to stand out and get rejected and not feel loved. Isn't that crazy? Now, obviously, we just did this, basically like an hour and a half ago. And so I can't say yet that her skin issue has cleared up. However, when I have worked on clients with these different type of health issues, it always goes away. Like something happens, whether it's their diet changes, their lifestyle changes, and often it's just their body, once they release the emotional part, they don't even have to change their diet or anything. And then all of a sudden everything changes. So, I really truly wish that every single person on planet Earth could experience what I'm talking about with the breakthrough process, whether it was with me or anybody, because when you really dive into your subconscious mind, you see how everything that you're creating in your life, in your external reality, is an unconscious projection of what's going on inside. So yes, hopefully that helps, guys. Thanks, Timothy. Thanks, Jay. Thanks, Henry. Thank Yaneko. This is my first live in a long time, and I forgot how this works. I forgot there's a chat here, so if I didn't respond, please forgive me. And again, guys, like this video, comment down below your questions, comment below your stories, whatever. I'd love to get the feedback, and I'm gonna start going live more often so I can deliver more value and really help you guys level up. All right, guys. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.